Doing today? How you doing today? So, an article came through today, and I want to read it to you guys and go over it. I want to get your perspective, see what you guys think. I'm gonna pull this story up and read it to you guys real quick. Happy, what is today? Thursday. Hope you guys are making money. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comment section down below. If you're just swiping through on the YouTube vertical lives or whatever, my name is Pedro, Mr.BetonYou. We do gig economy talk over here. We talk about my journey on sobriety. We keep it a buck. We keep it real. We try to have a good time. Now, all right, let me pull this article up for you guys real quick. It's an interesting one because I think it's relatable. Now, this story is from Japan. Food delivery in Japan and other parts of the world, similar but very different than what we have in the US, right? But I'm going to read it to you guys real quick. All right. So the thumbnail, delivery drivers reportedly doing questionable side jobs to supplement slumping income. Interesting. Slumping income. Can you relate to that? Anybody else having slumping income? Obviously, it's January, the slowest month of the year for most of us in most markets. So don't think about just your last week or two. Overall, are you making less money? Now, let me pull this article up real quick. This is from Tokyo, but this is happening in America. And I want us to think about what lengths would you go to if you're struggling to make ends meet doing food delivery, whatever kind of gig that you do. What lengths would you go to make the ends meet? Let's talk about that real quick. Lisa, what up? Running in my medicine. What up? What up? All right. A man will call Mr. K, driver for a well-known food delivery service. It's Uber Eats. Arrives at his destination. Instead of waiting for the apartment elevators, he chooses to climb the stairs to the 4th floor. Outside the customer's door, he sets down the order, summons the app on his smartphone. So he's got his Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever you want, this is Uber Eats, and presses the deliver completed button. Ooh, hold on one second. Hey, can I call you right back? Are you okay? Okay, I'll call you right back. Okay. Hit the thumbs up. All right, ready? Okay, delivery complete button. In addition to his regular work, I want you guys to imagine doing this. In addition to his regular work, however, Kay has added a new side hustle. He transmits the customer delivery data via the line messaging app to another client. Now, I'm going to repeat that, and I want you to think about your interactions, the information that the companies give us, and what you know in food delivery. In addition to his regular work, however, Kay has added a new sideline, new side hustle, new gig, new way to make money. He transmits the customer's delivery data. So we're talking name, address, maybe even where they ordered from, time of day, all the information that we get. Okay? First and last name, a lot of times, we get that in the app. Phone number. We get customers' phone numbers. We get access codes and gate codes to the building that they live in. Think about that. He transmits that customer delivery data via the line messaging app to another client. So while he's delivering, he's sending that information that he's getting on his Uber Eats app or DoorDash, Walmart Spark, Instacart, Grubhub, Catering app, whatever, and he's sending it to somebody else that's paying him for that information. For each item that I send, I get 500 yen, whatever yen is. If you guys can figure out if somebody in the live chat could tell me, I'll say hi to you guys in a minute. Tell me what yen translates to American dollars. That'd be great. Maybe it's $5, $50. I have no idea. Transferred to me via PayPay. Kay is quoted as saying, from November last year, I've sent about 800 of these. So 800 customers' informations and data he has sent and gotten paid, which earned me around 400,000 yen. Woo! That's gross behavior, says. Yeah, what up, James? What up, what up? Boosted. Making more, made 1,000 in 3 days. Love that. Love that for you. Okay, let me continue reading. It'll be collaborative in just a minute. Let me get through this article. Hit the thumbs up right here. Even if I send data on the same person to whom I delivered previously, as long as the delivery is made on a different day, they still pay me. We got to understand, criminal behaviors and crimes are being committed on the web all the time. And the amount of data we get from the food delivery apps that consumers are willing to give us just to get a McDonald's cheeseburger is actually kind of mind-boggling if you think about it. I'll give you my take in a minute. Let me finish reading a little bit more of this article. I know 4 other guys doing deliveries who have the same arrangement, he adds. He reports that delivery drivers he spoke to who admitted to supplying such data but claimed to have no knowledge of its intended purpose beyond market research. So these are criminal organizations or companies, they could be both actually, paying delivery drivers for the data that's in our phones. Right now, many of you are working right now, and you have a delivery that's in your car as you're watching this, or you work this morning, or you're going to work tonight. And like I just said, you have a customer's first and sometimes last name, home address, work address, phone number, access codes to where they live, address. I mean, we have a lot of their information. That information is already, some believe, being sold by the companies to other companies to collect data, to send emails out. We have email. I mean, the amount of information we have on people is absurd. Now, this information isn't hard to find sometimes, but to have it right at our fingertips to where we could send that information to somebody else and then they pay us, would you do that? That's the question. Don't answer yet. All right. Kane's own motivation is simply enough. My earnings are way down, and I'm grateful for the extra money. Let me repeat that one more time. My earnings are way down, like most food delivery people, and I'm grateful for the extra money. Would you do this? What lengths would you go to make extra money? Let me ask you this before I finish. Well, let me finish the article. For the drivers working for certain services, for delivery made within a radius of under K kilometers is reportedly down to 300 yen, whatever that is. Maybe it's $3. Based on, it looks like that's probably about $3. Less than a year ago, in the spring of 2024, that figure had ranged between $6 and $7. So half the money is gone, right? In Japan, at least. In America, pretty much the same. According to a recent survey by the Freelance Association, an organization based in Tokyo's, founded in 2017, food delivery drivers earning a weekly income of, we'll call it $1,000 or higher, dropped from 8.1% to 5.5%. To make up for the shortfall, some drivers are also said to earn tips for performing additional services, like doing little errands, taking trash out, doing cigarettes. A lot of customers ask us, hey, can you give me some cigarettes? Can you buy me this? Can you go to the... It happens, and people are getting desperate, right? Once a customer said to me, I'll give you $10 tip, so can you please pick up some cigarettes from a convenience store? I've had that happen to me many times. I thought perhaps the customer might have made the request because he was under the legal age to buy tobacco products, but he turned out to be about the same age as me. Apparently, the request for cigarettes concealed an ulterior motive. He said to me, I've got a proposal for you to do some work on the side, which is fine. Listen, Uber basically said we are not aware of any cases in which our delivery agents were found to misuse personal data. Of course, that's what Uber or DoorDash or any of these companies are going to say. Now, I don't need to bore you with the rest of the article, but let me tell you this. When earnings are down for Americans, whether you're food delivery or whatever else, people get desperate. People turn to crime, to turn to ways to do this, and companies, criminal or not, will take advantage of people like you and I or just everyday folk that are struggling. And when you're desperate, people will do things. This is my question to you. Okay, let me say hi before I pose the question. What up, Lisa, Sheldon, Darius? What up, what up? Uber Eats sucks. Jay the driver, what's up? Lisa, Cheeky Chops. Who else do I see? Martin. If you're here, say hi in the chat and hit that thumbs up. I just want to say hi. Drain the Swamp, what's up? Samantha, how you doing? You got to be kidding. 321. Okay, $3.21. I think that was the answer. What up, James? Mark, appreciate y'all running in my medicine. All right. So if you're here, say what's up in the chat. Appreciate you. From Concord, New Hampshire, Dana, what up? New Mexico, what up, what up? How you doing? Sheldon, Terry, hello. Austin in the house. All right. You're doing food delivery right now. And you get an email or you get a connection from somebody and they're like, hey, will you send me customer's name, address, the place they ordered from? No phone number, customer name, Pedro Santiago, that's my name. Address, we have that. When somebody delivers to my home, they have my address and where I ordered from. If somebody was going to pay you $5 for every data point that you gave, so if you did 20 deliveries today, you'd make an extra $100. Would you send that information, my name, my address, the restaurant that I ordered from? Would you send that to a company, to somebody, anybody? Doesn't matter who it is. You really don't know who it is. Would you do that for an extra $5 per delivery? I'll shut up. Let me read the chat. Nope. I see one no. I see a yes. I see a no. I see a I would. Keep answering. There's 115 of y'all here. Nope. I respect privacy. Yep. No. No. Yes. Me. Nah. No. Yes. About split right now. If nobody knew, probably. Yeah, I think that's a fair answer. No. 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 More no's than yeses, but enough. It's pretty close. I see a yes right there. Keep answering. I'll say no, but look. But yeah. Yes, no, crip walk. So pretty split. Repeat the question. You're a food delivery driver. And after every delivery, a company or somebody is going to pay you $5 paid immediately to give them this information. Customer's name, address, where they ordered food from. Companies pay big dollars for this information. Various companies, legit and not legit. Would you do that for an extra $5 per delivery? So every delivery that you do, you're getting $5 when you send a screenshot or an Excel spreadsheet with all this information. You can fill it out at the end of your deliveries, and boom, I did 20 deliveries today. I got an extra $100. I work 5 days a week. That's an extra $500 a week, and you didn't do anything else. You didn't drive any extra mileage. You simply just a couple of little keystrokes. $2,000 a month. An extra $2K a month. Would you do that? Yes or no? Yes, it doesn't hurt nobody. Sure. Might as well if you're confident you won't go to prison. Kevin says might as well. Can we pick and choose which customers? Still no. Sure, you get to pick and choose. The company doesn't know where they're not tracking you. You're just giving them information. They might vet it. There might be some kind of process. You're giving them the information that you have in your phone, that the companies already have. Uber and DoorDash already have this information. These customers are signing privacy things and having to agree. They're already doing that. Cray, what up? Think about that. These companies have the information already. Consumers know that they're being watched. Consumers know this. Would you do it? Are you that hard up to where you would sell customers' information to a company you're not working for, you're working with? You don't know what they're doing with the information. They could be tracking it just to do some kind of research study, the eating patterns of people in St. Louis and where they order from and where they live, because the address, obviously there's a zip code associated with that. A name might give them a demographic. Would you do that for an extra $5 per delivery? Would you sell that customer's information? Would you feel like you might get caught and busted? How would Uber Eats find out? Sorry, Craig, I sold your info for $5. I'm pretty sure it's not legal. Sure, I'm sure it's not legal. I'm not saying I would. I'm not condoning this. It's happening in Japan. If it's happening there, you know that it's happening here. There are a lot of organizations that pay top dollar for consumer information, buying patterns, time of days that they buy from, where they buy from, what zip code, what area do they live in, how much did they spend on that order, how often is that customer being reported to this company? Because then that tells you the buying power of that household. Man, they're spending $100 a week. They're spending $5,000 a year on food delivery. Ooh, what can we sell them as a service to make them a client for our business? You guys following what I'm saying? Would you sell that customer's information for $5? We already have it in our phones right now. Okay, let me pull up my phone here. Okay, let me go to my Instacart app, for example. Okay, What is this? Hold on one second. When I go to drop off, I can't go back and look at previous Instacart orders necessarily, like with the customer's information. But while I'm active on a batch, when I am active on a batch on Instacart, I can see a lot of customer information. I, as an independent contractor, could personally store that information myself. It'd be very easy to take a screenshot of every order. Many of us do it already. And put that information somewhere in a spreadsheet, in a file. And I could do my own market research on my own deliveries. Some would say I'm already doing it with the content. Now, what responsibility do we have as independent contractors, as gig workers, as human beings not to do those things? We have a responsibility, right? But the consumers already know that that information's out there. They're already giving it to us. Now, if you do something with it that's illegal or bad, and you harass customers or whatever else, there's some issues. But many people, I guarantee you there are delivery drivers out there right now that keep some of that customer's information. Think about all the information we have. Once again, customers' first and last name sometimes. On Walmart Spark, I have the customer's first and last name. I have their address. Many times I have their phone number. If they put it in the app for me, call me. I have a gate code, an access code. I know where they work. I know where they live. I know if they're home or not, or like, come on now. Very easy. Companies want that information and they're willing to pay you to get it. So what's your price? I said $5. Well, let me ask it again. Everybody that said no, it was about 50-50. I'm going to read comments in a minute. I'm almost done talking. How about $20? Every order, somebody's giving you $20, and all you have to do is send them who you just dropped off to, the customer's name, first and last, whatever, the address, where they ordered from. $20. Yes or no? That doesn't matter what you think. Most of those drivers' pay comes from tips. It does, yes. Hector, what's up? $20 every delivery. Would you do it? Yes or no? You can't even retire handyman. Yeah, yes. Your address isn't some big secret to keep on the wraps. That's true. No, too cheap to screw over my life potentially. Good point. Again, yes. Still no, says Dana. I respect it. Nah, still might need bail money. Okay, hell yeah. Give me that 20, says Chasing the Scribble. Anthony, what's up? How you doing? He says, I'll do it. Yes. Mango sold out for $20. Okay, when I don't want to know, obviously, what is your favorite love, making memories with your soulmate for eternity? What did you love and give up on? What? I don't know who that is, but they're trolling and I like it. $20 a pop, yes or no, would you do it? Hit that thumbs up. We need to get the thumbs up. 178 people, 28 thumbs up. Would you sell, basically, the information in your phone from the consumers for $20 a person? So now do the math on that. You did 20 deliveries today. You just made $400 additional. Most of us that do this work are not rich. We don't have money. We're living paycheck to paycheck. And desperate times call for desperate measures. Delivery drivers are struggling. And companies, this is an article. This is a real article. And it's happening in Japan. You know it's happening here. You know it is. Companies are willing to pay delivery drivers to do a whole nother side gig, data collection. I'm in, says Carol. Okay. I have a great memory with your, I don't know. Okay. Y'all don't get off topic here. If it's legal, yes. Oh, if it's legal, listen, let me tell you what, if Walmart and Uber and Instacart and Roadie and Deliver That were like, hey, you could do whatever you want with that information. Oh, you best believe I'm looking for somebody. At that point, I'm looking for somebody to pay me. The customers are already giving out that information. And sales reps that works for companies, door-to-door salesmen, religious organizations trying to get their churches filled. Like, there are a lot of people. I know that might sound crazy to some of y'all, but especially door-to-door salesmen. They want names, addresses, when are people going to be home, what do they like to eat. That's an in. That's an in. Ooh, Pedro in St. Louis, Missouri loves pizza. He orders pizza twice a week. He's home every Wednesday and Friday. Oh, we need to hit his door to try to sell our window service to him. And we know he's home every Wednesday and Friday. We know he likes pizza. So we're going to bring him a pizza and we're going to talk to him about our new home window installation. And that company just paid some driver last week $5 to get that lead. Companies do it all the time. All the time. And the amount of data we have on consumers as little old delivery drivers is absolutely insane. Companies 20, 30 years ago were dying, paying people a lot of money for that information. We have it right now every single day. Just think about that. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'll do it in the chat to the advertise and get money. Nick, what's up? I used to cost the company I work for $250 per lead after marketing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He knows what I'm saying. After marketing costs, the information is so valuable. Nick knows exactly what I'm talking about. And these companies are paying big dollars. And I think this is going to be something we're going to start hearing about. Japan and a lot of other parts of the world is ahead of us in America with certain things. And this kind of stuff, it's coming. I wanted to be the first one to talk about it. Bell, appreciate the $1.99, brother. You just described Facebook. Oh, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what these companies are doing, man. And the amount of power and information, and this might sound crazy to y'all, that delivery drivers have in their phone every single day, the amount of data, the valuation, and what that means to some companies, it's a lot. I'm not giving y'all any ideas. Don't do anything illegal. What I'm saying is the truth. It's just a fact. It's a fact. And it's interesting to see. It's interesting to think what's going to happen in the next year or two with this information. What's the companies? How liable are they? What are they going to do? What's their going to be response? What are drivers going to do? It's interesting to think about. What would you do if Trump banned tipping in America right now? What would you do? Well, he wouldn't do that, but I'm going to answer your question. That's such a hypothetical. That's such an odd question, though. How would you ban tipping? He's pro tip. What would I do? I don't know. I'd make a lot less money, at least on food delivery. I'd figure it out. I don't know what I would do. Odd question, because that would never happen. They're not going to be held responsible. They never do. Very good point. How long do you think you can survive without modern amenities? Hypothetically, zombie, Alaska, Arizona likes. Oh, how long do you think you could survive? Me? Without modern amenities? I could survive for a little while. I could survive longer than I probably even think. I hope they pass the no tax on tips. There's a lot more into that. That would help us in the interim. I think it would hurt us long term. That's all I'll say about that. It would hurt most of us long term, but we'd get a nice little windfall initially. But 54 years old and they check my ID to buy cigarettes. Yeah, that's crazy. So $5, a lot of you guys said you would do it. A lot of you guys said you wouldn't. At $20, a few more people said they would. It's interesting to think about the information that you have in your phone right now without even having to have another app or software or pay for it. You can get people's information very easily now, but to have it so readily available as a delivery driver is crazy. I mean, think about the Amazon Flex workers, post people. They know somebody's name and address. Postal worker knows a lot about a lot. Think about that. These companies are going to pay for more information as the world becomes more automated and AI starts to take over. The information AI needs is there, but there's a human being still feeding it that information to have it be a learning thing that's going to continue to learn. This is going to continue to happen. And it's just interesting. And to be honest, when I think of something that's kind of interesting and unique, I like to bring it to y'all. But then I also tell myself, what would I do if I was approached in this situation? Honestly, I'd like to think I like to believe I would not do that. I would not, at the end of every day, it's easy to take a screenshot. I don't do that many deliveries every day. It would take maybe an extra 20 minutes of work a day, you know? Probably not even that. It might be 5 or 10 minutes. On the Spark app, there's sometimes I only do 7 or 8 orders a day and hit my goal. I'd like to think I would not take that information and give it to somebody, but everybody has a price. Let's be honest with each other, right? Everybody has a price. Now, I wouldn't do it for $5. I wouldn't do it for $20 a piece. Not worth it long term. But if somebody wrote me a big ass check and said, "Hey, I want you to take a screenshot of every order for the next year, for the entire rest of the year, I want you to take an order, every screenshot, every order, name, all whatever information's in the app that's already in the app, I want you to share that with me. And at the end of the year, I'm going to write you this check." And if I knew, hey, I'm getting ready to get out of the gig game already, if that check's big enough, oh man, I don't know what I would do. Just being honest. Automation means greater wealth divide. Absolutely greater wealth divide. I will say this though. We have to remember AI is going to take some jobs, but this has happened in the history of this country for hundreds of years. Okay? Smart men and women have created things that have taken jobs. Think about assembly line, factory work, equipment, mills, lawnmowers. I mean, anything that helps us do something easier, quicker, and saves the company money has always taken somebody's jobs, but it's also created jobs. Okay? It's also it creates a whole nother avenue, a whole nother lane, right? So I'm not too worried that we're not going to have jobs to do. I think in some sectors it's going to be more impacted than others, clearly, but it does create other avenues. History has shown us that. So, but the wealth divide's a thing that's been happening for a while now. You had some big YouTube checks, but I bet I'll rather bet on myself than sell out. Yeah, no, yeah. Listen, if somebody's going to write you a check for $100,000, okay, let's talk crazy here. $100,000. Take a screenshot of every order you do for the rest of the year. They're going to give you $20,000 right now, and the rest of the $80K at the end of the year. January 1, 2026, you get a check for $80,000, a total of $100,000. I just need you to take every screenshot of every order and give me that information at the end of the year. Most of you would do that. Taking the deal, says John. Anybody else? $100K. Just take a screenshot of every order with the customer's info, give it to this company, $100,000. Matt, how you doing, man? Take the 20 and give them nothing. Hey, Jay's on something. I hear that does the number look like 100,000. I'm selling everyone out for 100K. Done, says Mama Love. Yes, says Kevin. $100,000 to people like you and I, it's a lot of money, okay? To some companies and other people, that's nothing. I'll do it for a pack of booze and the cigarettes. Look at that. All praise to Yay. What's up? Yeah. I take it. Hell no, I'm not selling out. I respect it. I respect the integrity. No judgment at all. I get it. Take the money and run, says conforming to emptiness. Instead of buying this data from drivers, can't the delivery companies themselves sell that info? Boom! I was waiting for somebody to say that. Let me read this again. I didn't read the full comment. Instead of buying this data from drivers, can't the delivery companies themselves sell that info directly to those who want it? They're already doing it. A lot of companies do it. I can't say all because I don't know. But that's already happening. So if the companies are already doing that, and they are doing it, your bank does it, the grocery store does it, your gym membership does it, the cell phone companies do it, your cable company does it, Uber and DoorDash do it. These third-party apps do it. They do it. That's how they trade information. That's how they get market information. So that's how they do that. So as a delivery driver, should we not get a piece of that pie? Now I'm not saying it's right. I'm arguing that side because it's already happening. So we are earning less money. Should we get a piece of that pie? Do you want your $5 per order, $20 per order, $100,000 in a year? I'm gonna say this: 146 of y'all right here. I can count on maybe one or two hands those of you that are making $100,000 this year. I bet on one hand I can count that. That's just a reality of what we do. There's probably not even 5 people that are in this chat right now that make $100,000 a year. So if a company's going to give you that in one check to give them data that's already being sold, why wouldn't you? Think about that for a second. We're not even real subcontractors. I make $500K yearly. Cheeky chops. Bam. You're part of that 5 group then. That's great, man. That's facts. Yeah, I mean, come on. Think about that. Does that make us bad for wanting a piece of the pie? We're struggling. These companies don't pay us. These customers don't care about us. Does that make us a bad human being? I don't know. It's all personal. It's all relative. I do 26, 30 orders per day. I can get $5 per info per day. Yeah. I'm lying, says Cheeky. Okay, how am I supposed to know? I'm averaging like 800 to 900 for 30 to 40 hours. 500K watching a YouTube live. LOL. Says Trill. What's up, Trill? How you doing, brother? I mean, people watch what they watch, but if you're making 500K, you ain't watching this channel, but you're watching YouTube maybe. What would God do? Ooh, what would God do? I don't know. It's a good question. I made 40K in the stock market last year, not lying. What's up, Pia? How you doing? Good to see you. What would Tony do? What would Tony do? I don't know. Kevin, no, we don't screw God. I love God. I'm a man of God right now. God is all, brother. You don't have to agree. That's what works for me right now. I have a higher power. People need morals. Absolutely, we do. But we have sin. All of us do. Every single human being has it. Kevin coming in hot. I would expect nothing less from Kevin. Love is love. Higher power. I bet back in 2017 you could make 80K doing Uber. Oh, yeah. I mean, now to make that kind of money, you're working every day. You're working 12 hours a day. And in a good market, and you can make 80K. But you're working every day, 12 hours. That's what you'd have to do. What is the downside of all of it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Because the company willing to pay that amount of money for they're probably not doing something bad because they can just get it on their own. This information the consumers give us that's in our phone, every single delivery, the customers know. They sign up. They sign off on that. They're readily willing to put in their bank account information, their credit card information that's linked to that account to order food, their name, last name sometimes, address, phone number, access code, gate code, where they work. Customers, think about this. It's become more rapid, but we're in 2025, but it's been going on for almost 10 years regularly. More so in the last 5. People are okay with you taking a picture of their home with their address. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And all they're getting is some food. Can you imagine? Okay? Your mailman dropping off the mail, the value pack mail circular and your Ameren bill, your electrical bill, and them taking a picture of your house. Most customers would be like, most people, if they're sitting in their little rocking chair, like, why is a mailman taking a picture of my home? And people would be mad about that. But food delivery drivers, we get to take pictures. And we have your name, just food for thought. It's interesting that we get to walk around and take photos of people's homes. And people are okay with it. They sign up for it. It's crazy. We're doing a recon on customers. What up, Jenny? How you doing? Esteban, what's up? Sorry, Drain the Swamp. We ain't allowing. I don't know what y'all talking about. I bet $5 on the Commanders in September to win the Super Bowl. My payout will be $7. You bet $5 on the Commanders? They won 4 games last year. Great, good for you. They're not going to win the Super Bowl, but it's a great story. Power of pepperoni pizza, says Kevin. I love that. It's okay because we have permission to be on private property. We do when we're delivering, and so does a mailman. But it's just interesting to think about how far we've come with people allowing things we didn't allow before. You know what I mean? The food delivery game, the access to goods and services and supplies being so important right now for consumers because the companies push it, but then also we've gotten lazy as Americans, has amplified a lesser security. Now, a lot of people have Ring cameras and that makes them feel safe. But the amount of information that's out there and the amount of images that people just allow, it's kind of interesting to think about. I don't know. It would be hard for me to turn down $100,000 if somebody said, "Hey, I want you to take a screenshot of every order." I'm not videotaping consumers and things like that. I'm not adding any information, but $100,000 to take a screen. I already have thousands of screenshots in my phone of orders. Most of them don't have the customer's information. Some do, because I might make a video and I don't use the customer's telephone number and stuff, but like I have that stuff in my phone, and so do some of you guys. You do, and I think consumers know it. They just don't understand how that information is being used sometimes, I think. Pedro, what do you think about side hustle addict being? I have no idea what that. I don't have no idea what that means. I hope he's doing well. I know Van. I met Van. Pedro, if the delivery instructions warns off covered sidewalks, you can't sue if you fall. I have no idea. I don't know. I delivered very slow day today. I think I did 3 deliveries. It was so dead. I came home. That's why I'm home. I was like, I'm not working today. I'm not going to sit in my car. The orders were trash. Not going to do it. I got other things to do. And one of the orders, this lady, the whole sidewalk and right in her whole front street, all ice. It had not been treated by nobody. And it's been 2 weeks since we had the snow and ice. And it was still ice. And I had to tiptoe very carefully so I didn't basically kill myself to deliver her 4 bags of groceries. It's crazy. Oh, facts, Trill. Laundromats, man? We just had a laundromat open at an old McDonald's over here on Gravois, close to where I live. McDonald's shut down. Laundromat went in. They're busy. Every time I drive by, busy. Because in a lot of cities, a lot of people can't afford a washer and dryer, or where they live, they don't have the room for it, or there's no hookup, right? Especially in certain apartments and people. That's how a lot of people still do laundry. They go somewhere and do their laundry. Yeah. I would think if you slip and fall, it becomes a homeowner insurance policy. Sure, I guess it can. Yeah. Yeah, I read that article and thought, let's just go live real quick. I'm at home, just chilling. Robert Sterling, get a job, clown. I have a couple jobs. Thank you, Robert. I hope you're doing well. Bless you. God bless you. Check my beats. Scratch beats. Can I claim disability if I get injured while doing DoorDash and Uber Eats? You are covered by the companies. I know DoorDash and Uber while you're on an active delivery. Now, what happens to you? There might be other factors, but you're covered while you're doing an active delivery. You're not covered while you're waiting for an order, or while you're driving, or while you're like driving around to get over. But while you're on an active delivery, there are some things you are covered for. I do know that. What do I think about mass deportation? I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, if the homeowner has insurance, a lot of people, A lot of places we deliver to is apartments, and that apartment complex might have insurance. People have homes, they don't have insurance, don't have proper insurance. A lot of insurance companies don't pay out policies anyway. So, I mean, see what's happening in LA, bro. It's crazy in California. These insurance companies, man, they're criminals, bro. Lethal D, appreciate that. Thanks, man. I think Spark is the best app out there. What do you think? I think right now it's the one I make the most money with. I think it's a solid app. It's solid. It's not bad. Independent contractors, you have to sue yourself. Insurance companies need to be broken up and nationalized. Insurance companies are, man, I can do a whole nother live. Insurance is a scam. Such a scam. Gotta have it, but you don't have, well, most people don't. Do you know most people don't have insurance? Whether it's a lot of people, millions upon millions don't have proper car insurance, home insurance, life insurance. I mean, I'd be lucky if somebody hit my car. God bless, I hope that doesn't happen. In St. Louis, some of the neighborhoods I'm in, it'd be a coin flip whether or not they'd have proper coverage to where, you know, I'd be taken care of. It's crazy out here, man. What up, afternoon? Back at you. Appreciate that. I did. But it didn't hurt my car. The middle guy got messed up. I got hit last year in the Aldi parking lot with the older car. Had a little more damage on it. Whole bumper came out. Oop, hold up. Sorry, I just had to look at a Deliver That order. I have a Deliver That app. It's catering. It's trash. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And that guy that hit me last year just left because he probably didn't have insurance or didn't have proper vehicle registration, whatever. Happens in a lot of cities. Pedro, how do you feel about catering apps 2025? I think that they're way down overall, way down. Opportunities down, earnings down. It's bad, yeah. You're lucky if you get something good. I don't know about that, Lethal, necessarily. I think there's still a lot of great things about just living life. I'm extremely grateful I woke up this morning. I think life is what you make it, but a lot of things are changing, that's for sure. It's harder for the average folk to just get by right now. And the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. It's really bad. So I see what you're saying from that aspect, but I try to make it the best that I can with what I got. Raphael, what up? Everybody's customer ratings on Sparkling back to normal. I don't know. Was there an issue? I didn't see anything on mine, but maybe somebody else is having issues. I'm not sure. Kevin, thanks, man. Appreciate that, brother. Ooh, the marathon. I don't like that comment. Not a good comment. I'm going to call. Hold on one second. I got to mute y'all for a second. Had to talk to the missus. All right. Who's lip reading? Nothing said that would serve anybody any good. He's ordering DoorDash. Excuse me. So listen, man, companies, yeah, in Japan, paying drivers to give them data from consumers. It's happening in America. The companies are already doing it, but I think other illegal or legal companies are going to get with drivers and try to say these drivers have a lot of information. You and I have a lot of information about consumers, a lot, and companies pay dollars and cents for that. And it'd be interesting to see what drivers would sign up for something sign up for something like that. I think a realistic number that I threw out was $5 per order. If you got an extra $5 per order, and this company was going to give you an extra $5 to give them the customer's name and address and like where they ordered from and stuff like that for their own research or whatever or leads, I think most drivers would do it. I really believe, I would say 80% of y'all, if you were given that opportunity, would do it. Definitely take the time out of my day to do that. Says Video Gamer Brett. What up, Video Gamer? How you doing, man? Appreciate y'all for being here. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. We do gig content. I talk about my sobriety journey. I'm on day 131. No alcohol. 131. Working the steps. Feeling strong. It's not easy, but it's for myself and everybody else around me, actually. So appreciate that, Dana. Thank you. Nice. Yeah. So we talk about those things. If you're new here, catch me on a Vertical Lives on YouTube. I know some of y'all do. That's what we do over here. We do pretty consistent content. Nice. Conforming to emptiness. 30K a year, says John. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Congrats, Pedro, on a sobriety journey, long-term sub here. Chris, thanks, man. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. It's not easy, and it's not always fun. And I'm on step 8 right now. I haven't started. I just finished step 7. I've learned a lot about myself during this. I would say since the last couple of months have been the most trying months of my life. If y'all even knew half the story. But I've learned I can do hard things. I can make hard decisions. I'm a strong man. I have a higher power. And because of that, this is why I've been able to get through what I've been through, because I'm sober and I have a higher power and I have tools in my tool belt. And it's not always about me. And I got God on my side, and I'm favored and blessed. And I never thought I would be saying that, but I'm able to do the shit because of that. So, step 65. Need you at 100K subs already. I know, bro. Hey, one day, God willing, Patrol. I thought we would have hit it by now, but the channel, you never know, man. You never know. But one day, brother. One day. Drinking is the genuine worst addiction to have. It's bad. Opioids were kinder to leave behind. Yeah, I mean, it's alcohol is different because it's so mainstream. It's socially acceptable. People do it to have a good time. It's everywhere. They advertise it. It's hard, man. It's an obsession of the mind and a disease of the body. Yeah. Chris, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you seeing it, because I feel that, and I'm actively thinking about that as well. I'm actively thinking about the content that I put out there is going to last forever. What impression am I leaving on the person watching it? Doesn't mean I'm going to make every video perfect. I'm not I'm a flawed man. I might be upset and things, but I'm catching myself in certain moments. So I appreciate you noticing that. I'm definitely responsible. I'm the one, but I have a purpose. I've been living the wrong purpose for a number of years. John says the loss of DoorDash for the channel and Pedro's short term, but it definitely been better for the long term. Absolutely, John. I could not agree with you more. And that's, if I was still doing it, if I still had DoorDash in the middle name, was still doing those videos, I've been past 100K. But I traded that in. I have a long term goal, and it's better for myself anyway, and for the channel long term to have DoorDash out of the name. My father died of liver failure due to drinking. I'm sorry, Tootie. I don't have an addiction, thankfully, but it's crazy to see someone waste away. So, yeah, man, I'm sorry. Pot industry is following the beverage world. Yeah, definitely is. It got illegal in Missouri, I think, last year. Always do better for self. It's the only way. Trump's older brother passed away. Yep. I think Trump talks about not he doesn't drink or never had a drink or something because of his brother. Um, yeah, I feel like I've heard that. I don't think all his sons follow that, but I know DJT is that what y'all call him, right? My grandmother has dementia due to her constant drinking. I didn't want to end up like her. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Always, it's crazy. So that's the live I wanted to do today. I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit more, but I think it's interesting to think about the information that these companies give us as independent contractors and what companies are willing to pay you for it. I think it's gonna be something we're gonna see in America. More stories about it. The story I read in the beginning of the live, and if you haven't been here, go back to the beginning, was from Japan. Yeah. Hey, Jody, how you doing? Keep up your strength, Pedro. Appreciate that, John. Do you not take cold medicine with alcohol in it? I haven't had cold medicine in a long time. I haven't had any, at least in the last 100-something days. One thing I don't do is deliver alcohol. I've delivered it a lot. I've done it even while I've been on my journey. I've had to actually buy alcohol at not buy it, but like the Walmart Spark. And I feel okay about it. It's not like a big deal. I haven't gone to a liquor store and picked up stuff from like the Royals or other places around me, but I definitely done it on Spark maybe 2 or 3 times. Question: Q-tip in the ear? Yes or no? Yes. Do you know Q-tips weren't invented for your ears? I know probably most of you guys know that, but so I appreciate y'all, man. You guys got any other questions? I'll answer them for the next couple of minutes. Do you have an exit plan for gig working? Great question. I don't have a secure one right now. I don't have one where it's like, this is the time that I'm going to stop. I don't have that. I do have things that I'm working towards, but I don't have like a date. Great question. Appreciate that, video game forever. I'm 10 days behind your sobriety. You're at 120, 121? You're at 4 months, bro? Salute, one day at a time. Keep going to meetings. Get a sponsor. You should have spammed 9 to 5 vids when it was trendy. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Trill. I saw a lot of people doing that. And people were getting crazy views, like 100,000. I mean, yeah, man. I think I made a video like similar to that a few times, but it wasn't during that time. And you know how YouTube works at Google search engine, and that was a trending topic, and like small channels with small subs are getting crazy views. And then you get a lot of subs, but then if you don't make the same content, then you just have you can get a windfall of subs, but then they're not going to watch what you normally talk about. So, but I did see that. Do you think Amazon will buy Lyft? I don't know. 1 second at a time. Sometimes, bro, shit. Today it was so slow out. It was like one of them days I was like getting frustrated, and I was like, man. And I have a hard time with like just chilling and being relaxed sometimes. But I purposefully came home early, made myself lunch, worked. I had a couple things around the house I wanted to do, and I did that, and it felt good. So I was actually very grateful that it wasn't busy, because I was able to get some other things done I've been kind of putting off. So it was actually kind of nice. What's your overall on Spark? Overall what? I could do private rides if I wanted to, yeah. Will I ever do Flex, Jason? Probably not. I don't really think I'm adding a lot of other gig apps to my arsenal right now. Gigabyte 12. Hold on, let me scroll back. I'll scroll back just because you asked me to, brother. I think Amazon or UPS, you need a steady income with bennies and PTO, and companies are giving away PTO like crazy. Yeah. Ooh, the Happy Clam, you okay? Restaurant owner thought you were having a stroke? My hardest part of the day is between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on my sobriety. Well, so dinner time, nighttime, after work time for you? That's sometimes you need to maybe hit them meetings, call a network of people that you know that are sober. Hit them meetings, man. If that's the toughest time for you, have a plan before 6 o'clock. That's what I'm being told. For me, mine was like late night sometimes, or like having the obsession to want to do certain things while I'm working, to have something to look forward to. Those are the moments I got to get by. And if I can get by those moments, the obsession of the mind, and like if I can get past those moments and fight them off, then my day gets a little bit better. But that's just me. Keep mine occupied, yeah, with positive things. Happy. I'm glad you're feeling better. Lately, I've been really slow for delivery in all apps. I'm in Connecticut. Yeah, January is the slowest month for restaurants and food delivery. Every year, January is the slowest. And, a lot of people work less, or they take the month off or a couple of weeks off or whatever, and they work doing something else. Jason says January's been banging. Retail too, absolutely, Tim. My January's been okay. I haven't really seen much of a change. I've seen a change in like certain things within the app, but like the overall, as far as money's concerned, it's been fine for me. I'm lucky. St. Louis is a pretty good market. And I've also had a couple of really good catering orders that have brought that average up. That if I didn't have those, then yeah, it'd be down a little bit, but I got them, so money's money, a dollar's a dollar. Still making 175 to 200 a day, nice. So I worked only a couple hours today, and for the week I'm at $750. I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. None of them have been long days. I'm at $750, and I barely worked today. I was trying to work a long day today. When I woke up and said I can do a long day today and get to like 1,000. I was like, I can make $300. I could make $300 today, and it just wasn't in the card. So I stopped. I said, nah, today's not going to be the day for me. Tomorrow I got some things going on. I might work tomorrow. I might not work. I don't know yet, but my January have been okay, above minimum goal, working the same hours. Nice, Tim. I'm a same day driver for Deliver That here in California. 2 offers in 4 months. That's crazy. But you're a same day, so you must be new. Hey, Lily Lopez, how you doing? Yeah, actually, you know what? I accepted. Hold up. I'll be right back. Sorry, if you've been here, that Deliver That order. We're talking about Deliver That. I saw one and I accepted it because I accept everything. But I saw the dollar amount. But I always just hit accept because it's that kind of app. You gotta just accept it. I had to drop it. It was for today, like in a couple hours, but it was paying $20. I'm not doing that. I didn't even look at all the details. I just saw the dollar amount. So the last 5 or 6 orders on Deliver That I've hit my phone this week have all been $20. One was maybe $25 this morning, and they're all like not good. So I don't do catering orders for that amount of money. The only way I would do it for that amount of money is if it was from a restaurant up the street and it was going a couple of miles. But these are like 10 miles away, $500 worth of food, $20. Really horrible. I'm not doing that. Steve O here from cold Chicago. What up, Steve? Chicago. I'm born in Chicago, man. I got family out there. Love Chicago. Love Chicago. It's outrageous, Kevin. And some of these orders are like a lot of money, $500-600, and it's saying that they tipped 10 and then commissions 10, or they tipped 20 and commissions 5. It's like, what? And it's like, one of them the other day, this might have been yesterday or the day before. It was like $500 something worth of food from a place called Maggiano's. It's an Italian restaurant, nice place. And they always give you like the sternos, and there's always setup, and in the instructions it was like, he's like, 4th floor, park here, call me. I need you to set it up. Like a whole list of instructions. The order was paying like 20 or $25. And I knew I was going to have to set it up. Maggiano's even sometimes gives you tablecloths to put on tables. I knew this was going to be like 6 catering bags of food for $20. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Oh, curry? I don't stop doing it. Haven't done curry in almost a year. Yeah, I don't even think I don't even know if I'm active on it anymore. Curry is the worst app I've ever worked in my entire life, by far. Complete trash. Don't recommend. At least not in St. Louis. I'm going to speak for myself in St. Louis. Horrible app. Horrible app. Gig Bell Toes, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Is Food Loop going to be the next big thing? No, I don't think so. I hope for the people that have the company, and if it's a great company. I don't think so, though. I think it's going to be too hard for these companies to fight these big giants. Braveheart, I did cut my hair. M96, what up? I have a 4.8 star rating on Curry, and I'm not even activated because I'm on a wait list. Well, how do you have a rating without a wait list? What do you mean? DoorDash is super oversaturated right now. Yeah, very. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate that, Braveheart. I need a little bit of a change, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you for saying I look good. You think acceptance rates really don't matter on Spark? You know what? I don't know. Somebody said it does because in the new TOS they said it does. Or they didn't say acceptance rating. They said ratings matter. I have no idea. I looked for that information within my app and I could not find it. I don't know. I think with every company it matters to some degree. I just don't know which ones matter more than others. You can still make good money with a low AR on at least on Spark, but I wonder. Yeah, I do think it matters on some level sometimes, but it's hard to say how to what degree. You got Real ID, okay. Ooh, you got off the wait list this morning. Love it. Fast Lane Life, appreciate that. Thanks, man. How you doing? I'm in Washington Market and I'm 7 hours in, and DoorDash just stopped sending orders after 5 hours. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, I'm not as much about the DoorDash. There was a guy, I was picking up something. I was picking up an Uber Eats from a Chinese restaurant yesterday. And a DoorDash driver was in there, had a little bag, DoorDash bag, and he took a picture of the receipt. Now, I've seen where they would have to scan like QR codes and stuff, but he was picking up the order and he had to take a picture of the receipt before he can even say he could pick it up. So there's a lot of new stuff with DoorDash. I have no idea what's going on, what they're doing. I could care less. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. These apps are interesting. No, ratings matter on Spark. You're saying they do. Rocky says, I saw you the other day in the supermarket. What supermarket? Can you comment on the illegal drivers taking over the delivery apps? I've talked about it plenty of times. I don't understand what the HR pay is, so it's 15-minute delivery times every time. I don't know, hourly? I don't know what that means. It's very common. Pedro DoorDash asks to take a picture of the bags with the receipt or take a picture of it without the receipt to show the customer. No, I get it, but it must be new. I haven't done DoorDash in like 8 months, so I've never had to do that before. I've had to, some merchants, there's like a QR code, and I've had to scan that to make sure I have the right, but I've never had to take a picture while I was picking up the food, only when I dropped it off. So it might just be a merchant specific thing, or maybe it's a whole new DoorDash thing. I'm not really sure. But hourly pay on what app? Freaking DoorDash does everything but makes us scan barcodes like everyone else. Yeah. All right. I think we're over an hour. I've talked about the topic already. Now we're just rambling, trying to answer y'all's questions. My girl's gonna come home soon, and my daughter. She's picking her up from school. So I'm gonna have a good. I'm gonna, God willing, have a good rest of my day. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys make good decisions. I hope you're making good money up there hustling. What you do is valuable to the community you serve and the economy overall. If food delivery drivers all stop working today, America would be fucked. Period. You do a valuable thing. Just make sure you're getting paid fairly for your time and your efforts. I appreciate y'all. Peace.